How can we learn to quiet the mind amidst the chaos of modern life? The story of Buddha and his disciple Ananda offers us insight into this dilemma, presenting a journey of discovery, patience, and wisdom. The quest for inner peace is not a modern concept, it stretches across time, finding its roots in the stories of spiritual figures like Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. His journey towards spiritual awakening is more than a historical narrative, it is a map that guides us in the pursuit of silence amidst the incessant noise of the world. When Buddha instructs Ananda to fetch water from a recently disturbed stream, he is not merely assigning a simple task. He is inviting us to reflect on how, even in situations of apparent chaos, calmness can be found and restored. On a stifling summer day, Buddha's request for Ananda to fetch water is the spark that ignites the flame of wisdom. The task seems straightforward but is rich in symbolism. Walking back to the stream represents our own journey back to the sources of serenity that already exist within us, albeit disturbed by the ox carts of our daily thoughts and emotions. Ananda, upon finding the muddy water, encounters the first obstacle, symbolizing the moments when our attempts to find peace are thwarted by the constant agitation of our mind and environment. Ananda's return without water is not a sign of failure but an invitation to learn. Buddha's insistence for him to return to the same spot teaches us about resilience and the need to confront our problems rather than seeking solutions elsewhere. The muddy water of the stream is like our agitated mind, we cannot clear it simply by fleeing or ignoring. It is only through return and patient confrontation with our internal turbulence that we can hope for clarity to be restored. This first part of the story introduces us to the concept that patience, persistence, and the ability to face challenges head-on are crucial in the quest for inner silence. As Ananda learns from the muddy waters of the stream, we are invited to reflect on how we can apply these lessons in our own lives, facing the disturbances of our mind with the same patience and determination. When Buddha insists for Ananda to return to the same muddy stream, he teaches us a valuable lesson about persistence and the importance of facing our internal challenges. This insistence is not mere stubbornness but a demonstration of faith in the capacity for transformation. Buddha knows that the nature of things is to change and that, with patience, we can witness transformation occur. Just like Ananda, we are often impatient with our own spiritual and mental progression, seeking quick fixes and avoiding facing our internal muddy waters. Buddha's insistence is a reminder that true growth occurs not by avoiding our problems but by sitting with them, patiently observing their natural resolution. The transformation of the stream from muddy to clear water symbolizes a profound truth about the nature of the mind. Ananda, upon returning and finding clear water after some time, experiences a revelation. The mind, just like the stream, has the capacity to calm and clarify if only given time and space. Sitting by the stream and simply observing, without trying to alter the course of the water or hasten its cleansing, is a meditation practice in itself. We learn that often, the solution to our internal problems is not to do more but to do less, to observe more and intervene less. This principle takes us to the heart of meditation practice as taught by Buddha. Meditation is not about emptying the mind of thoughts but learning to observe them without judgment, allowing them to pass like leaves carried by the current of a river. Ananda's story shows us that the mind calms and clarifies not through force or will but through patience and the practice of presence. Each thought, each emotion that arises, is like the mud and leaves in Ananda's stream, which eventually settle if we simply watch them pass. This lesson is fundamental to any meditation practice and a reminder that the silence and clarity we seek are always within reach. We just need to learn how to access them. Through these teachings, Buddha guides us through a transformation that begins with insistence and patience and culminates in revelation and the practice of observation. This part of our journey emphasizes not only the importance of facing our internal turbulence but also the transformative power of patience and observation. With this foundation, we are ready to explore how Ananda integrated this lesson into his life and how we can do the same, applying these teachings in everyday life to quiet our minds amidst the chaos. When Ananda returns with clear water to Buddha, he brings with him much more than just water to quench thirst. He brings the understanding of a vital lesson. Ananda realizes that, just like the stream, the mind possesses an intrinsic capacity for purification and clarification if only given time and not forcefully calmed. This understanding marks a turning point, not only for Ananda but for all of us. It teaches us that facing our internal restlessness with patience and observation allows us to achieve a clarity that hasty action and the desire for immediate control often hinder. With the understanding of Buddha's lesson, we can now explore practical meditation techniques that help us silence the mind. These techniques are not complex. They are based on the principle of observing our thoughts and sensations without judgment or intervention. A simple yet profoundly effective practice is breath-focused meditation. Sitting in a quiet place, we focus on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving our lungs, observing how our mind calms and our thoughts become less insistent. This practice helps us develop the ability to be present, allowing mental agitation to naturally settle, much like the leaves and mud in Ananda's stream. Bringing Buddha's lesson into our daily life involves more than moments dedicated to meditation. It is about cultivating mindful presence in all our activities. When faced with chaos, whether at work, in personal relationships, or in daily concerns, we can recall the stream's water and choose to observe our internal reactions without being carried away by them. This approach allows us to respond to situations with greater calmness and clarity, reducing stress and promoting a state of inner peace, even amidst life's turbulence. The story of Buddha and Ananda. More than just a lesson on meditation, is an invitation to live a life of greater presence and awareness. By learning to observe without interfering, to calm our turbulent mind, and to integrate these practices into our daily lives, we open ourselves to true inner peace. The clear water is not just a metaphor for a clear mind, it is a state of being that we can attain and maintain, even when surrounded by challenges. Buddha's legacy, then, is not limited to his words or stories about him. It lives in the daily practices of millions who find refuge in the tranquility of meditation, transforming their lives with the wisdom of silencing the mind.